What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Zack Snyder's Justice League. I know I made a video yesterday, but I didn't go over this information because I wanted to source check it first, and it is officially being confirmed by multiple sources that Zack Snyder did hold a private screening all the way back in February for Warner Bros. Executives and AT&T executives. So all these people in the comment section keep saying, yeah, but your title's invalid, you click back. No, guys, this exists. This movie definitely exists in some capacity. So if Zack Snyder, I don't know why I said Zachary, if he can screen it to them, why can't he screen on AT&T, HBO Max? You know what I'm saying? So the video we did yesterday, it adds more validity to the fact that we could be getting a trailer. So we're going to break down exactly what is popping and what is happening. So at the 100,000 subscriber mark, which we are coming in hot, we're going to hit that sometime. All you got to do is make sure to subscribe with notifications on. At the 100,000 subscriber mark, I will be giving away a prize that could change your life in a way. It's going to be pretty damn sick. So let's get into the video. So multiple websites have been sourcing that Zack Snyder reportedly screened his Snyder Cut already to someone. But that doesn't exist, does it? No, little Jimmy. No, Jeffrey. No, Dean. It doesn't exist. They're fictional people, guys. I'm just talking to the comment section when people saying it doesn't exist. So we know it exists. So Zack Snyder has a cut of the Justice League movie that differs from the theatrical release that Warner Bros. Released in 2017. Now, when I say I'm the founding father, I'm kind of joking, but I'm not joking because I have been on this train of kind of talking about the Justice League movie since way before the Justice League movie came out. So I've read a few negative comments and I can get where you're coming from. But no, guys, if I want to talk about Snyder Cut, I will. And I haven't really stopped doing it. I've always supported it. I just don't support the Snyder Cut extreme fans, so to speak. But I support the movie coming out. So what is interesting is it says the following. I will leave the link down below. Now, Heroic Hollywood confirms that screenings took place. It seems like a recent screening for the film could lead to a wider release. Heroic Hollywood has exclusively learned and confirmed that Zack Snyder held a private screening of his cut of Justice League in the first quarter of 2020 with executives from DC in attendance. And I've officially had it confirmed that there was also AT&T executives there as well. According to the individual with knowledge of the situation, something in these is happening with Snyder Cut of the film, and discussions are currently underway. Now, this is ridiculously funny to me because I actually know it's real because I've spoken to someone who allegedly has seen it, but obviously he can only describe what it is to me. But until it comes out, I can't confirm it. But there's no reason you would lie about this. So yeah, it seems that AT&T executives liked it, but some WB executives didn't like it. But that's all off the record. So it is interesting how there's still this camp that the movie doesn't exist, even though he's literally posting images on Vero weekly. So we know it exists. It definitely exists. It's just, when is it coming out? So as I said, because there's people going on record saying there has been screenings, it adds more premise, it adds more validity that we're going to get it. And that there could be a trailer coming out to HBO Max on the release of HBO Max. Now, let's discuss what it all might mean. It's very exciting to process that DC executives wanted to see the Snyder Cut. Now, this is what makes me laugh. Because people are like, yeah, they're never gonna work with Warner Bros. Zack Snyder's never gonna work with Warner Bros. Again. Really? Really? No, I would love to have a conversation down below because you're all wrong. And then you think of the conversation of the articles, Warner Bros. Officially never working with Zachary Snyder. I know he's not called Zachary, I just call him that. Where it says, Warner Bros. Never working with Zack Snyder ever again. It's like, never, ever. It doesn't matter what anyone says, as if The Rock would say it. So it is funny because that came out saying he asked for too much money and Warner Bros. Executives are really mad. And that kind of contradicts the new reports that if they were not interested at all, why would they take the meeting in the first place? And why would they ask to watch the movie? Which is very interesting. So the premise is, then you kind of go back to Zack Snyder when he did the watch along BVS. He invited fans to watch along, and right at the end, he was like, I wish there was a sequel to this movie, because he doesn't class the sequel that we got as a sequel to his movie, hinting there are negotiations going on behind the scenes. There really is. And it's interesting because I know what some people are going to say in the comment section. Warstu, you keep talking about this for view. No, I'm talking about this because I know my viewers like this kind of stuff. And when I find information out there, it's worth talking about. So we're going to talk about it. So let's read more of this article, which is really interesting. But the pieces that led to the conclusion were on the table. The date was February 29th. Weeks after the reported screening, Snyder gave this film slate as a prize in his Justice League poster competition. The slate promised to the winner, artist Victor, to be on set for any additional photography the Snyder might need to complete Justice League. He promised that after screening his cut for executives, aren't we safe to conclude they agreed on the footage being needed? Maybe. And Snyder planning on completing it. It makes a lot of sense because what a lot of you people don't realize is, yes, Warner Bros. Runs as an independent company, but AT&T owns the company. So if they're like, yeah, you want to do it, you can do it. And also, I also have Geeks Vibes Nation on record telling me that this happened. And they heard it from the following person who I've never heard of, but it is interesting that more and more people are coming out about this subject. So it's coming courtesy of Geeks Vibe Nation on Twitter, and they said John Garza told him the following. It was screened for AT&T and Warner Bros. Executives. So let me get this straight, guys. Warner Bros. Got to see Zack Snyder's cut, but they're not interested. But they're never going to work with him again. And they don't care. Okay, so they asked to see something that they don't care about. Like I keep saying, AT&T, if they want to go ahead and release the Snyder Cut, they can. Now, I don't really think this is evidence, but the fact that every single HBO Max post teases something to do with Zack Snyder. You know, Man of Steel, Henry Cavill's the first thing you've seen on the official trailer for HBO Max, which is also hinting at Man of Steel 2. Now, Warner Bros. Is owned by AT&T. So, if they wanted to, they would be like, yeah, we're bringing it out. Cool. But this would actually be a big problem in a way, because no, actually it wouldn't, not at all, because you got to understand that people keep saying with what Warner Bros. Is doing now, it would ruin their continuity, but they're doing isolation movies, you know, the Joker, own universe, the Batman movie, allegedly its own universe, but as we know, Jonathan Depp or Tom Hiddleston could be the Joker, as it was confirmed by an insider that there is supposed to be, careful spoilers if I ruin your life, at the end of the Batman movie is allegedly going to be an Arkham Asylum scene with the Joker. So it is interesting how realistically, if this was to happen, continuity, it wouldn't really matter. Because as we know, Wonder Woman 1984 is set in 1984 because the title implies that, the music implies that. And then we've heard from Patty Jenkins, we've heard that Wonder Woman 3 is going to be set in the current day rather than flip-flopping in the past. We don't know anything about when Aquaman 2 is set, but Aquaman was set post-Justice League, so Aquaman 2 is probably going to be set in the current day. So like I say, if they do bring the Snyder Cut back, it realistically will not make any difference, but it will do a lot for brand support. If Warner Bros. Allow this, well, it's not really up to them. If AT&T allow this, then all the Snyder fans are going to get behind it, because everyone wants to see the original cut with Henry Cavill's beard, the black suit, Dark Side, Apocalypse, the Boom Tube teaser. We all want to see it, and there's no reason why not. The reason that BVS failed was because Warner Bros. Got involved. The reason the Justice League movie failed was because Warner Bros. Changed 90% of the movie without any information. So there was definitely a screening that happened. I will leave a link down below to Heroic Hollywood and to the other website that we've used in this, Cinemablend, and I will leave the Twitter to Geeks Vibes Nation down below. So like always, guys, let me know down below if you're angry, if you're going to say, oh, well, Stu, this is clickbait, this never happened. Well, I've got a lot of people going on record saying it happened, but like I said, guys, just because this happened does not mean that the Snyder Cut's going to be released. But they did watch the movie, so it exists, and obviously it's not going to be fully done. There will be storyboards, there will be some scenes without VFX. We don't know what's actually been done, but if you honestly think Zack Snyder's been working on it, then hasn't been working on it, we don't know. Now, according to Kevin Smith, he explained to his understanding the film could be watchable from a production point of view. The Clerks director said that the footage most likely doesn't have featured VFX that isn't finished movie, since Zack Snyder went through a phase of constantly revealing new shots, sketches, and unfinished CGI on his Vero account, and this isn't surprising. So let me know down below, guys. I know you support these videos. It's freaking awesome, and you know I'm the founding father, and you know it's a joke if you're not new around here. So like always, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll catch you in another video very soon. Catch y'all later.